Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be attempting the Times Quick Cryptic, and this is being published on Saturday the 24th of August 2024, and it's been set by Izetti, the master setter. A little bit nervous because he can be very difficult and put in never heard of words. And it's Saturday. I just feel like there's something bad coming down the road. But in fairness, he has been fairly approachable in the last few months. I think the last one wasn't though. So going to be interesting to see how this goes. I think hopefully it's an easier one. Please, 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 please be an easier one. I think too much. I've got my pen and paper ready, although I'm not sure he's a big anagrammer. So without further chat, I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Rub in talc freely. It can be soothing. Well, that is an anagram of Robin Talc, I'd think. Ugh, I don't know. Company learner getting pass. Col is a pass, isn't it? Company L. Worker by Queen to be. How do you spell antenna? Antenna. Antenna. Yeah, Queen about and Queen Anne. Famous, not the paper's decision maker. Famous, not the paper's decision maker. Oh, I've got no idea what's going on there. Verbal rebuke comes from me when surrounded by terrible chattiness. So that's an anagram of chattiness, I think, which is 10 letters. And me is in the middle of that. Verbal rebuke. I can't think. Reproachment or something. Could be a ment in there probably. Let's put some kind of ment at the end, just see if that helps. Mother, possibly of father, torn apart. That's parent. I saw that the other day somewhere. Spot some sharp implement. Pimple. Pimple is a spot. I've seen that as well, I think, somewhere. Author in fancy gear, entertaining actor who is poor and inexperienced. So author is a writer. Fancy gear suggests gear is being anagrammed. Actor who's poor and experienced is entertaining actor. So it's maybe a ham. Who is poor and inexperienced? Don't know. A chum returning to one Arabian port. So it's a pal, a lapper or something. To one, I think it's going to be a lappy, but I don't know. A pal, a chum, a mate. Eccentric old theologian leading dance. Eccentric old theologian leading dance. Something eccentric, strange, rummo dance. Title seen in libraries, I reckon, sir. Shrubs that could be provided by dealer and son. Shrubs that could be provided by dealer and son, which suggests there's going to be an S on the end for son. Shrubs I'm not good on. Flora and fauna. See a female offering bread. Bread is money sometimes. Killer, nevertheless popular revolutionary. Right? So popular is hip. That's not hitman. Popular revolutionary. Popular is in. Revolutionary is Shay. Killer, nevertheless. Can't think what nevertheless is. One is charged nothing for entering home, so one is charged an I is charged and nothing entering in. Female soldier joining love movement. Female soldier joining love movement. Fruit with spike, bad feeling being swallowed. Apologies if you can hear a plane going over, it seems really loud here. Fruit with spike, bad feeling being swallowed. I can't think of a spike or fruit rather. Fashion that is for darling girl. Fashion that is, I think that's probably i.e. Claire. Why would that be Claire? Darling, that is for darling. Clove. Clove? Darling. Don't know. Rowdy young woman, short character, hugging a duke. Rowdy young woman's a ladette, isn't it? So D for a duke is a D. Short character, letter. There we go. Yep. Small country, hospital to spoil. Spoil one. No. San Marino. Been there once. Temples being quiet with an idol, a bit of silver. Silver is AG. Temples being quiet. Pagodas? Pagodas. It doesn't have to be an O, does it? Oh, could that be Omani? A chum. Returning to one. Omani. No, it isn't Omani. Temples. We've got an S on the end, which makes you think being quiet is P, with an idol, a god. Yeah, pagodas, I think. And then a bit of silver, A, and then bit of silver is an S, I think. What's this? A chum. Arabian port. Well, let's see if that's right. I think that's correct. One's flat, lighting in a bad way. One is flat, or one's flat, lighting in a bad way. Don't know. Region suffering neglect. Region is an area. That's just an anagram, isn't it? Region neglect is ignore. A respected member with hint of red and another colour. So it's probably another colour. Hint of red is probably the R. So a respected member. I would have said a peer, but that doesn't really work. In the manner of son, sadly. Is that alas? Sadly is normally alas, or can be. Allah is, yeah, Allah, and then son for S. It's got two S, clues there, son, maybe. Fellow's finished, not quite, that's Don, isn't it? Don being Izetti, Don Manley, and done is not quite finished. So, a fairly good scattering there. Happy with that. Rub in talc, apart from it can be soothing. I really don't want to have to. I'm going to have to just get the pen and paper out, aren't I? Rub in TLC. Talc. And I've got rid of the I, which really doesn't help me much. Bun, rub in talc, really, it can be soothing. Very hard to get away from that rub word starting. Let's see what we've got over here. Famous, not the paper's decision maker. I don't know what not the paper's. Not the paper's is I. Okay, so papers is ID. Famous is noted. But it isn't that. It's going to be something like a word for famous, like starred or noted. Take out ID to get to a decision maker. Decision maker is, I don't know. Oh, here's the other anagram. Chattiness. Okay, so CHATTINSS. I was doing an old Izetti yesterday, as I wrote this down, and the word I had to get to was tragicomedies, which is clued as certain plays, which is blooming hard, I thought. So if that's SMENT, let's get rid of those because that'll help me a bit. Which leaves me chastisement. There we go. Chastisement. Okay, that meant went in very well there, really. Let's have a look at this. This is Shay, I think, isn't it? Shay. Nevertheless popular, revolutionary Shay. Nevertheless popular. Hitcher, Kitcher, Catcher, Killer. Nevertheless popular. I mean, Shay is revolutionary, writers are, and I don't know. An author in fancy gear, so author is me. It's either me, is either saying it's him, or it's a pen. One who is in. It's Graham Greene, isn't it? It's Graham Greene, because Greene is inexperienced. I don't know quite what that is. One what do we got? We've got fancy gear is starting and ending. We've got a ham, and we've got green for inexperienced. Yeah, actor. Yeah, so actor who is poor. So actor who is poor is that. Yes, so it's an author Graham Greene. Wow. Okay, good one. What we got down here? Oddball, eccentric, odd, ODD, and the ball is a. Yep, nice. Oh golly, what's the what have we got on these shrubs? That could be provided by Dealer and Son. That could be provided by oh come on, it must be a shrub I know, mustn't it? That could be provided. I can only think of over and open in there, but it can't be because can it? Let's have a look at this one. One's flat in a bad way, lighting in a bad way. A bad way is a street is a way, method. Golly, what is it? P something, N something, A something something. One's flat. What's flat? Plateau? Can't be a plateau. Lighting in a bad way. Is that just? It's not an anagram of lighting. In a bad way. A respected member with hint of red and another colour. Amber. A-M-B-E-E. An MBE. Yes. Ah, that must be Dubai, mustn't it? Bud. Okay, a bud. And one. Okay, that was nice in the end. No complaints there. What's this? Fruit with spike. Oh god. Fruit with spike. Bad feeling being swallowed. I'm kind of looking at this ending thing. It wants to be pineapple, but it can't be pine. Porcupine? Porcupine? No, it doesn't quite fit. Fruit with spike. Ugh. What's this one? Female soldier joining love movement. So love normally is an O, but I can't really see where I'd put an O there. I mean, joining love would put an O on it. Movement. Is that adagio? Ada, O-A-D-G-I and O, yeah, it is adagio movement. We had adagio come up the other week. And I've already forgotten whether it means fast or slow. It means slow, I think. See a female offering bread. C, loaf. Loaf. Oh, nice, very clever. Loaf. Ah, what am I doing here? Got rid of the L. And there is an L, thank. Lubricant. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Lubricant. Oh, that must be butcher. Nevertheless, popular. Nevertheless is but. Oh, but and popular revolutionary shay. Okay, that's. What have I got here? Tea. Fruit with spike. Bad feeling being. I thought that was bile. Bad feelings, bile, rue. Ooh, what have I got? Come on, Izetti, what have you done to me? 12 minutes to this point isn't too bad, really. Fruit with spike. Fruit. Tangerine. Tangerine. Bit of a biff there. I don't know why that's... Anger. Anger in tine. Oh god, a spike is a tine. Oh, that looks noted. Not the paper's decision maker. Is that noted? If that's noted, and I think it is for famous, not is not, and the paper's decision. Ed, of course. That is Darling Girl. Cutie. Cut, I-E, I think. Cut. I think that is definitely an I-E. So last two at 13 and a bit minutes. That's good. One's flat, lighting in a bad way. What is this? And the shrubs are... What are we doing with the shrubs? Shrubs that could be provided by Dealer and Son. Ugh, what are shrubs? Let's have a quick... ornamentals? No, it can't be ornamentals, can it? Ox... Oh, is it? There are some things like ox eye blues or something, I don't know. One N omen. Oh, what's that going to be? O Oleanders? Dealer, yeah, okay. That's an anagram of oleanders, dealer. I think, oleanders. I can't quite see what's going on there. Provided by dealer and son, so it's an anagram of dealer and son. Which just leaves this, which looks like one's flat. Gosh, what is that? In a bad way. One's flat. Lighting in a bad way. That feels like it could be anything in there, really. Penance, penache, penhouse, pin, pan, pen, pun, pin, pon, pine. P-Y-N is probably the one that isn't going in there. Pan. What's the wordplay here? In a bad way. Lighting. Lighting. What's lighting? In a bad way. Is it just an anagram of in a bad? There somewhere. One's flat. Pancake. Why is that pancake? Pan. One's flat. Lighting in a bad way. Well, I think it's one's flat is a pancake. Why? I can't see what lighting or bad way has to do with anything there, so that's why I'm holding off just putting it in. Lighting. A bad way is pancake. Is it just a charade of pan and cake? Can't see that. I mean, pake, if it's... Let's take that out for a minute. If I put a K there, I mean, I've got pake. Pain is P-A-N-A, at least C-A-K. Lighting, I mean, I don't think it is pancake, but I don't know what it can be. I can't think of any words that would get me to. I'm just going to put it in. There it is. I don't know why it is. Well, let's go through. Maybe it'll come to me. So 1652 with about a minute spent staring at that one, trying to figure out. So rubbing talc freely. So we've got lubricant is an anagram of rubbing talc, freely being the anagram indicator, and lubricant can be soothing. And I've stopped being able to tab again. I don't know why. Okay, so you can't tab once you bring up the completed screen for some reason. That happened to me yesterday. Company learner, so co is company, learner is an L, and a pass is a mountain area called a col. Comes up occasionally, so worth knowing because col is a useful word for other words. So pass comes up, and it's a nice misdirection word. Worker is an ant. Queen about, so Queen Anne going backwards, and receiver of signal is an antenna. Famous is noted, and not the paper's decision maker. I mean, that's just not the editor. That's really, I mean, not putting not there for not in the clue is a real surprise, actually, especially from someone like Izetti. Nice clue, though, for that kind of level of misdirection, I think. But yeah, it's good actually because that will help in a quick crossword, although then you get things like this, pancake. Anyway, let's go on. Verbal rebuke is chastisement, and we've got that comes from me, which is there, surrounded by chattiness, anagrammed, gets to chastisement. This one I saw the other day, so mother, possibly mother is a parent, or father is pa, and torn apart is rent. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I definitely saw that the other day. I'm just wondering if I saw if it was the same clue exactly, and it was. What have we got here? Some spot, some sharp pimple. So some is a good hidden word indicator. We've got P imple for pimple. Pimple equals spot. Author, Graham Greene is an author of Brighton Rock and The Third Man, I think. So we've got fancy gear. So we've got G-R-A-E, so that's the fancy gear part. And then we've got That's entertaining. An actor who is poor, which is Ham, and inexperienced is Green. So Graham Greene is the author. Next one, a chum, a bud, returning, and to one is an I, Arabian port is Dubai. Eccentric is an oddball, an old theologian, so old is O, and DD is Doctor of Divinity, theologian, and leading a dance, dance is a ball. Titles seen in libraries, I reckon, so literally hidden words, Sir, S-I-R, title is Sir. Shrubs are oleanders, and we've got that could be provided by dealer and son. I think we've got an anagram of dealer, son. Those two words, dealer and son, is 9 letters. So let's go back up to one down, which I quite liked. I like this one actually. Simple clue. C, a female offering bread. So C is low, and A, an F for female, gives you loaf, which is bread. Killer is a butcher. Killer is a butcher. So yeah. Nevertheless is but, and then popular revolutionary is Shay, and right is R. One is charged, an ion is charged, nothing, entering home, so O in, home is in. Female soldier joining love movement, so female is Ada, soldier is GI, and love is O, and movement in musical terms is adagio. Fruit with spike, so we've got excuse me, fruit is tangerine, spike is a tine, T-I-N-E, and bad feeling being solid, so put anger into that, gets you tangerine. Fashion, cut, latest cut, the latest fashion, I guess. That is, i.e., and a darling girl is a cutie. Rowdy young woman is a ladette. Short character is a letter without the R, so losing the R off of letter to make it short. And hugging a duke, AD. Small country hospital to spoil one. No, so I haven't actually kind of broken this down, but okay, a country hospital is a hospital is a san, so kind of think of sanitarium, san, and spoil is mar, and then one is I, and no is no. And San Marino is a small country, I think it's an enclave, and it's in Italy. I went there once, many years ago. It's high on a hill, kind of very atmospheric, misty bank holiday. So there we go. Temples or pagodas, being quiet, so quiet is P for piano. An idol is a god, and A, and then bit of silver is just the S. That's a bit of a tough clue, that S. Bit of S isn't a very nice bit of cluing in the quick, but it's gettable by the time you get there. One's flat, lighting in a bad way. One's flat is a pancake. Lighting in a bad way, I don't really know what that's about. I don't know if anything to do with makeup in some way. And filming, I don't know. Pancake. Not sure what that's about. Right, region, suffering, neglect. So I've got an anagram of region to get us to ignore, which is to neglect something. A little scroll down. A respected member with hint of red and another colour. So we've got A, MBE is a member of the British Empire, so a respected member, and a hint of red, R. So again, we've got this hint of red, we had a bit of silver. I mean, I think those are not really QC level clues, and normally just say the start of red, start of silver, but another colour is amber. In the manner of sun, sadly, so sadly is alas, in the manner of is Allah, and sun is an S. So what? So I'm just looking at that clue and thinking, on the oleanders he used the S-O-N as part of the anagram, whereas I just put it in as an S initially. On the down clue he's used S for sun. And finally, fellows finished, not quite, so Don is a fellow, and not quite finished, so done is finished, not quite finished is done. Is Dom, sorry. And Izetti is actually is a man called
Don Manley, so occasionally puts Don in there, gets it in there for himself, and fair enough, good for him. So good crossword there, 1652 minutes spent trying to work out that one without any success. So if you can figure out why Pancake is lighting in a bad way, let me know in the comments. But thank you for watching.